And then on Saturday night, so we're current news now.
Oh, but technically it's Thursday first that we need to be excited first.
No, you're doing it again. No, that's next week's episode.
What, Saturday? What were you on about?
Saturday.
Yeah.
What happened Saturday?
What will happen Saturday?
What happened Saturday? So we're almost up to date, so what happened on Saturday?
What happened on Saturday?
The fight.
Right.
You forgot.
I kind of got focused on Sunday because we went to your sister's house and there was a...
I know you want to talk about that. Let's do the boxing first.
Go on.
What did you think?
It was impressive. It was different to see from the heavyweight fights
to the middleweight fights
because it was quick, it was sharp, it was brutal.
Yeah, you were like, fucking hell, they're well quick. I was just like, yeah, these lot can move.
I've got motion sickness.
Yeah. There's move around that. Obviously, CONOR BENN coming up 2 weight divisions, a smaller man in there. Would you have said you would have gone along and watched that like normally, as in you wouldn't have noticed that he's come up 2 weight divisions, or you could already tell that he was just a smaller man? You don't get what I'm saying? So I'm saying if you don't get what I'm saying? So I'm saying if you didn't know that he'd come up 2 weight divisions,
right?
Like gone from, I think he's a 140 fighter, so he's like 140 to 160 or whatever he fought at, which is like a £20 difference. Would you have noticed?
No, actually, yes, I would.
Right, okay.
I would.
So that was already telling.
Yeah, you can see, you can tell. That was a bit quite shocking as well because I thought they would normally be quite similar.
Yeah.
But
obviously there's smaller people in yeah. There's other fighters like can be smaller, but it's still in the weight class, same weight class always. It's just how you built in it. But he's come up too. Obviously CONOR Benn's a West Ham fan, so obviously I lean slightly towards him, and I wanted him to win for his dad, and that obviously.
I told you Junior would win.
My dad was a massive fan of his dad, and so I already had that bias chemistry going on. I thought it was an incredible fight. Obviously, I'm not going to go into it too much more because I've got videos to make. But I was more like, what did you think? Like, did you think the right man won? Obviously, you thought Chris EUBANK was going to win, but
yeah, it's only because how I saw him from the entrance, and it's just like my typical intuition, thinking that yes, that person's going to win. But if you're talking about the fights, I would definitely put a draw, but I wouldn't give. Was it 4 fights?
They what was it? It was 111.
No,
117.
No, it wasn't 117. It was 112 and 116, if I'm correct.
What only one of the cards was, but the other 2 cards were 111, 117.
Anyway.
So they had it quite wide.
They had a quite wide gap over there as well. So I didn't believe it because that's not what I saw. I on the night, I would have given a draw, but I'm extremely biased. So like everything I'm seeing through Conor's eyes, where I'm just like I'm watching him stick it on him more than I am watching how elusive and defensive and the full package Chris EUBANK was on that night. By the way, never seen him box better, ever. It was just so good that night. And they both gave it everything. I watched it back this morning. And it was a lot more wider than we thought it was. Really?
That's just in my opinion. I know you're not going to watch it back. No. But just the stuff he was doing in there, and obviously I made my prediction video. It's like the size will matter. The size definitely mattered in the end. Even though they're still going for it, they both done themselves credit. The size and the natural just ring generalship was the thing that told in the end, because the punches that were given, they just towards the end they didn't have the power in it, so it was less effective. So by 9, Chris pretty much gave up on defence almost, and knew he could go on the attack because he knew whatever was coming back just wouldn't affect him. again, that's all size. But I'm not going to go too deeply into it. Do you remember what you did though? Just before the fight starts? So you've been in Ben cap, because you normally go with whatever I say.
Oh yeah, I turned around to you.
The fight starts, but I actually want him to win. Chris EUBANK. I was just like, you're having a fucking laugh. So I'm sitting there all like raring to go, finally getting excited about it. You switched sides.
Well, I told you I will just go with my intuition. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
True.
And nor should you. You're your own woman. You should go for whoever you want.
Thank you.
But
I will actually cut that out and I'll record that.
Do you know, I'd be more impressed if you can find it.